Rays and the Twins. And this one, Mindy, it's an important game for these two, certainly. Uh, Rays here, $1, maybe even going up a little bit here with Taj Bradley on the road. $1.20. No, $1.20 seems good. The total though has dropped here. There has been reported steam, and the total now is 8.5 over 20. That's nearly a whole half a run off of that line that was there on the screen. 8.5 over 20. Yep.
Well, I feel like this one is just going to be all about starting pitchers here. We know Taj Bradley's kind of struggled here a bit over his last 3-4 starts. He's allowed at least a run in 5 innings versus, Cleveland. And of course, he gave up, I think, 12 runs thus far versus Minnesota. I just kind of feel like this one here just is going to be the Twins. I'll probably take the Twins here. I don't know, maybe on the run line. No, I'll just take a money line. I think they just go ahead and have a solid outing here. I'm going to go ahead and take the Twins on the money line here today.
Well, we can make fun of Dallas Keuchel, but again, to me, I think he knows.
In a row, right?
Huh?
I said he's had 3 pretty decent starts here in a row.
Well, yeah, but he was so bad early on, so I don't know. Maybe I've just kind of forgotten about that. But again, he goes out there and he competes. It's something that can be measured sometimes in the ERA. As long as your offense is carrying you a little bit, you need to save arms when you can, and you get a guy out there like Dallas. Yeah, he's not going to go out there and throw massive amounts of innings. The overall numbers are not very good. One number that I, of course, like is that they win with Dallas Keuchel so far since he's been back 4-1 when he's out there on the mound. I mean, I think it's going to happen again today, especially against Bradley. 6.41 ERA in his last 4 starts. Tampa Bay 2-6 in his last 8 starts, and here they are. Tampa Bay's been still playing well, but the Twins are 7-10. They're feeling good. Certainly, I would think about their position right now. That's the thing. I mean, these two teams are definitely headed to the postseason. There's no way Minnesota's going to squander this. They're in, and Tampa Bay, that's a pretty big lead in the wild card. So both these teams are in. I think that lends to a little bit of comfortability for the home team. There's not a lot of pressure. I wouldn't think right now on Tampa Bay. Maybe, yeah, they're only a couple games behind Baltimore. I get that, but they are on the road here. I'm going to end up taking with you Minnesota and Dallas Keuchel.
Do it. Go Dallas.
I don't know that. He might be a good addition to have in the bullpen. So. We might not be betting, but I saw Blake talk about pickleball, but that might be my last sport, Mindy. I haven't tried it yet, but it
Move
just
to the
seems
courts.
like,
That's right.
Someone who maybe can't do it anymore, and I need to have some sport athletics. Having been a tennis and racquetball recreational person, maybe pickleball, maybe senior pickleball. I could be a pro still. Maybe I have. All right, here we go.
I haven't played racquetball since college, and I have not played pickleball since high school, I think. But yeah, that's the big thing. They just had a huge, preview on the nightly news that all these pickleball, courts that are popping up everywhere are destroying the lives of the suburbians, hearing the noise constantly. So we need it to be maybe an indoor sport, Ramon.
Lots of Rays here. It looks like we're the minority here, Mindy, on this one. It's all Rays. I think you think, but Bradley just hasn't been great either. That's the thing. That's I'm not sitting here trying to sell you the Dallas Keuchel's going to end up in the Twins rotation come October. I'm just saying for right now. 4.78 ERA. That doesn't sound too bad for Dallas Keuchel, actually, considering where we're at. All right. We're on the record here in that one.
All right.
The Twins as a free premium right here.
Premium.
So, it is going to be the Guardians with Logan Allen on the road here. against Kyle Harrison of the Giants. He's an opener. He's done this 4 times so far this season with mixed results. I will say that the Giants openers, they've had some success, not with Harrison as an opener. Not that means anything. Still got to go through all these pitchers, but just something I do track. Anyways, the Giants $1.25 or $1.30 here. The total 8 under 20. Good. I didn't want to talk about that Cubs game where I went over 12.5 and you went under 12.5 and premium. Okay, Guardians.
Yeah. Yeah, no, Perky, the reason why we're not covering baseball is because we just don't have enough hours in a day. I mean, we could be, doing the show for 3 hours. We got to get stuff in. We have to get our plays in before these noon games. There's a lot of work we got to do on the back end. So we just don't have enough time to do football and baseball. We're not out there just, hustling sales, even though, you guys go to work every day. We go to work every day. Everyone likes to make money. But that's not the real reason. And so we just don't have enough time to get through 15 games of baseball and then another 15, 20 games of football plus WNBA. So we have to kind of pick and choose. We did this with college basketball and stuff last year. It's the same thing. But Ramon and I still decided, since we go over the full card, that it's still going to be fair for us to put our plays together. Because Ramon and I are betting partners. So we make our plays out there that we wager our own cash on as well. But this
we're going to tell you about it.
Yeah, right. I mean, you guys can do that too. I mean, team up with some of your buddies and put your consensus plays together. That's what we do, right?
I think that's the important thing to say, Mindy, before you get going on that, is to clear it up. Is that when you get the package from the morning's team, and I don't know if it relates necessarily to what Perky was saying, but you're getting our bets is what you're getting. So, yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
All right. So anyway, I feel like we got Logan Allen out there that I think he's been, pretty much killing it. I kind of feel like, I have a Giants pitcher out there. I know he's been a starter, but geez, he's out there just crushing it. He has like 11, K rate in 9 innings. I mean, that's pretty awesome. I think this one's going to be a low scorer. I'm going to go ahead and take the under here. In this one, I think it's closely rated, and no doubt it should be a good game. But we have Allen out there just putting up quality start after quality start, going under here.
Yeah, in fact, the reported steam has come in here on the under. There certainly were 8.5s out there, and that does concern me a little bit. But I want to go under, and I don't. This line is getting very, very. I'm getting a little bit worried about how low this line is going, but I think I'm willing to do it here. Hey, shout out to Who Bangin' here joining us in the chat. That's a big time network of sports chat room, if you will, Mindy, just like us. So happy to have you stopping by. But yeah, so Mindy, this line continues to go lower here. Again, with Harrison, I mean, that's an opener. 4 starts, 5.31 ERA. Giants have won 4 out of their last 5 games. But I like kind of Allen here on the road, 3.68 ERA this season. Guardians are 8-3 in Allen's road starts. Now, Cleveland, they've faded. It's all over now for them. They've lost 6 of their last 9. I'm going to join you here on the under. So give me 2. After yesterday, I tried to go over. What was I thinking? Guardians and Giants. I've been on these Guardians unders all year, but tried to get cute yesterday, and it was a 3-1. So, all right, good thing that was just a video play that I made on one of the channels because it didn't work out. But I'm going to go on under again here with this guard. We know the Giants have been having some issues offensively. Cleveland's gone under in 8 of their last 13 games. And in these Harrison openers, the Giants have gone under in 3 of the 4. That's probably too short a sample. But let's take under in this one at 8 runs before it gets any lower. I mean, by the time we get off the air, maybe 7.5. All right.
Could be.
There's opinions here anyways on this one. And and the other thing there, thank you, Who Bangin'. Appreciate the crew over there. Big Boss and Ragu. Thank you. All right, here comes
I love
Frankie
Ragu.
on Cleveland. Oh God, that's a good. It's a good channel. All right. Let's see any more. Nobody interested in this game. So, and that's been the other thing, right? Is the baseball.
Liked a little Cleveland money line. That's about all I
Ron
saw here.
G.
Ron G,
Okay,
there we
Ron
go.
G. Mike's gonna just. That's how he. I
Give it a
wondered how that.
rundown. 65
I
out of
wondered
100
how it.
rating on that one.
Yeah, I wondered how his ratings worked. Now it makes full
Yeah.
sense.
There you go.
Yep. And yeah, in the football videos, they just get more traction. Apparently, people like football a lot. We love baseball, believe me. Mindy and I
Yeah,
love
I mean,
baseball.
we were up tons of units. So yeah, I mean, we had to make a decision on what we cover. It's just kind of how it goes.
Rangers and Blue Jays here, Mindy. Another important match. This is the important matchup of the day. Sponsored by no one. As we look in this one, Mindy, Texas, just a half a game in front. At least they're in the group of three, as I like to call them, right?
Right. They're hanging in there with the Mariners and the Astros. That's right.
There's three teams in two spots, basically. Yeah, I mean, don't forget, the Rangers are embroiled in their own division battle with Houston. So, but we know in the playoff picture, it's going to be Texas, Seattle, and Toronto, and only two of those teams are going to make it. So every game is important for these two teams. Texas here, an underdog, though, on the road. Kikuchi, $1.25, maybe $1.30 in the total, 8/20.
Yeah, Mike likes Jimmy. We all like Jimmy. I mean, we all like our our other handicappers that are out there. Everyone is out there giving out quality plays, so we enjoy them as well. But I think here we have Toronto with kind of an obvious home field advantage. I really like what Kikuchi's been doing. He's been really, really good. I think the big number here is Texas against lefties, just not good. The Blue Jays, the Blue Jays are really good against lefties. How about that? A 280 batting average here. So they faced Montgomery 11 times and have beat him up pretty good. So I'm going to go ahead and take the Blue Jays and Kikuchi here today.
All right, Mindy. Well, let's go 3 for 3.
Let's do it.
Hey, we don't plan on these. We only agreed on 2 games yesterday. But for me, Jordan Montgomery and that. Hey, this might be Mike's pitcher of the day. He's got that 4.20 ERA. So how can we go with Montgomery? I would. He's burning through a half a unit a game.
I got to get out of it.
He's blowing through. He's blowing through.
Yeah.
I'm on fire today.
You are on fire.
half a unit a game when he takes the mound. So they're also 2-5 in his last 7 starts, 8.59 ERA in his last 3 starts. Now Texas, they've gained their breath a little bit, having won 3 of their last 4 games. But Toronto, and they're in overdrive a little bit. They've won 9 of their last 14 games. Kikuchi, we know 3.57 ERA overall. A little bit rougher of late, 4.32 in his last 3 starts without a victory in his last 6 starts. Blue Jays, however, though 9-4 with Kikuchi in his last 13 starts. Texas over in 15 of their last 19. Toronto over in 10 of their last 16. I do think we will see runs, but I'm going to take Toronto here. And the total, though, might. I do want to update it. I know we're playing the side here, but I want it to be accurate. I'm seeing 8/20 now. That actually might change my.
Change your mind.
Well, on the total, I'm rating it closely. It might put me on a play. I don't know. But nonetheless, we're going to be on the Blue Jays here. Even that price is a little cheap. Like I said, it's $1.25 or $1.30. No discount. I'm just going to move. We're ready to move on. We got the Blue Jays, but I think the total was more important to show the change there. 2 teams not going to the postseason, but we couldn't help it. I mean, it's the Yankees and the Red Sox, so
right.
Talk
it's
about
closely rated.
2 teams, closely rated game. Sure, here with the Red Sox favorite at $1.25, 9.5 over 15. There has been widely reported steam on this under.
I thought Schmidt was pitching yesterday, right? Isn't that what I had said early in the day?
Let's see
Goodness.
here.
So no. I'm sure he that's what it is now. I just thought he was supposed to be part of that doubleheader yesterday, but didn't, make it there. So yeah, I mean, I think this is one that we have Tanner Houck, who has really struggled. I kind of feel like we have Schmidt that's really kind of struggled. I kind of feel like this is going to be one of those big, huge offensive games. So on this one here, we'll be hitting the over today, Ramon, with Schmidt and Houck.
Heck yeah. Hey, if they want to steam this game under, I want to take this game over with you, Mindy. I can't believe we're 4 for 4 on our plays.
Right.
Maybe it would have been that way if we did do a full show. And we didn't plan this
Yeah.
out, but I want over today with the Yankees and the Red Sox. That's how I'm looking at this one as well. You have Houck has gone over in 5 straight starts, and I don't need to tell everyone, as I've told them every day for the last week and a half. The Boston, they have thrown in a few unders of late, but the streak still stands. Last 25 games, 20 overs, 4 unders, 1 push. Totally going over. Houck has the 5.28 ERA, and Red Sox just 2-9 in his last 11 starts. Meanwhile, for Schmidt, he's been a little bit more solid of late, but still a 4.5 ERA on the road here. I'm going over, especially if they're going to take it down to 9.5 now when it was, and it's juiced a little bit to the over. Certainly, I'm just going to leave that up there, but 9.5, probably over 15. Let's take it. We're a 4 for 4. So
all right,
probably guaranteed. 10. I don't want to say what. Maybe we'll have no agreements in the other games that we don't publish. Let's see what the chat has to say, if anything, on this one. And again, you look, they're talking about Jimmy. Yeah, I mean, he was the inspiration for all of us. It seems like. Here's Josh Lowe here today. Thank you. But you can see, I mean, there's not as many comments on these baseball games like we were when the season was rolling. All right. Mike had a good day yesterday. Hope those were on the show. I think had your plays in there. Appreciate it. And I just missed Dre on the other game. I wanted to show his play. He's so good to us. Justin Bennett here today. He got burned yesterday by the Yankees, but it was a run. I think it was a 1-run game though, right? So close game yesterday. Game went under, but let's go over. Let's try the over here today. All right, and I don't know if it was, if you're trying to bum me out, if you're trying.
No, absolutely not. It was like a minus 120 game, Ramon, instead of minus 200. I could have put those out there.
Things that make me upset, but nonetheless, Pepio. Tony always raves about, Pepio's coming, and look at Pepio now. I mean, he's hot. Whether or not it's long term, whatever, the Dodgers are going to need him. I don't think he fits into the postseason plans of the Dodgers starting rotation. But if you could have this guy coming in pitching this well. I don't know. The Dodgers are kind of being forgotten about here a little bit, it feels like, with all the talk of the other teams right now. But here they are, favored against my Padres. And even though go ahead and go first. I don't want to.
Yeah, you talked about Pepio there. His last outing, he had given up 0 runs. They beat the Marlins 10-0. But of course, it's the Marlins. And I really like Snell on the mound here as well. So this is another one that Snell has that sub, 3 ERA, sitting at like 2.28, something like that. We know that we have the Dodgers that can hit. I think he can limit them. And we got a good pitcher here for the Dodgers. I think to me, this looks like an under game. And that's where I'm going to go here
All right,
today.
5
Taking
for
the under.
5. I can't believe it. I don't think we've ever done 5 for 5 on the 5. We talk about Perky talked about, but we've done the 5 baseball game. We've been doing this show for a year, so we've been on the 5 game plan before.
Right.
We've done the September 5 game plan last year when we started the show. So, and we're going for it right now with the under here. I agree, Mindy. Even at 8.5, Pepio is unbelievable right now. His last 2 starts, 12 innings, no runs. Been just terrific. Now, Dodgers got the win yesterday, and although I've said, Mindy, on all the, yes, Padres as a dog, we're interested. Padres as a favorite, we're not. Against the rival Dodgers here, getting this incredible, to me, just a great price. I mean, these are the games the Padres should absolutely lose right now. They ended up 29-42 on the road. You want to point somewhere where they've had their problems. You know what you do on the road, Mindy? You have a good time if you're a underachieving baseball team. You have a little room service, if you will, and life is good when you have a bunch of money in your pocket. I think of, I made that reference to the Padres being weighed. Reminds me of like a cartoon where like the players are running around and like money is falling out of their pockets as they're running the bases, and
Right.
they got to
Like
go pick it up. Yeah, right. Exactly. And then they got to go like so much money. They're like handing it to the umpire because it doesn't fit back in their pockets. So take the under. We'll take the under. I think you know where I'm going with this one. But all right, those are our plays. 5 plays. You got it. Maybe that might be it. I don't know. Appreciate your comments. Let's see if everybody agrees. Who wants the Padres? Not me. Thomas Lewis here today. Dodgers. Frederick wants that. Nerfy. Pepio. He hasn't had that but a couple of starts. Of course, he hasn't given up a run. And for Snell, he's actually a bit of a slow starter, giving up a run in 9 of 29 innings. That's a little bit above quality as far as that stat is concerned. Lord says LA, Dre going under. That's our baseball. I have a feeling we'll have more, Mindy, if you get there's no guarantees, and we're not going to make you, subscribe to that package. But again, if you get the 7-day, for example, we'll have plenty of plays. I know we'll probably have a few there. We don't know yet. Haven't heard from Mindy on the other plays. But hello to Ray. And but with all the football, that we will also do the same thing. Remember, we're only covering 20 or so games on the air here.